Yes, Andy Alberts. I'm a Koori a man, born and raised here at Fram. Grew up around Framlingham and been here a lot of years, and now an elder, enjoying life. But I had an amazing journey, hey. Earliest memories of growing up as a kid at Fram. There were so many kids on the mission those days, and lots of the old people that we grew up with, and the old ones, old families, and we were all close. You know, it was a really total different feeling growing up. Beautiful love and closeness back then. I used to get around with Dad. Dad loved fishing and taught me lots of things about the rivers and about the bush on the mish going around. And Dad used to cut wood in the forest for the white farmers, and occasionally get jobs with other old fellas putting gates and fences up. So he was out working. Mum would stay at home. Come from a family of 6. I'm the baby of the family. Mum would go with Mum sometimes, get in the old Pontiac. I was only a kid, and take him up lunch and a billy of tea. He'd be up there swinging an axe, swearing at leeches. Yeah, incredible. And then another good memory about Fram was the old church days. We were so blessed to have all these old people singing in beautiful harmony. Auntie Mary Clark was a beautiful, lovely old lady, and really dedicated, organ player and dedicated to the church. Very strong spiritual woman, never forget it. And I guess later on, years, and that shone through in some of my music when I discovered, you know, that I had a talent, and remembered back to the things I learnt and listened to then. Another journey took off when I did discover that I was able to write songs. I mean, after moving into Warrnambool, I was 10 and went into the primary school then. I was the only little black kid there. And I ran into that awful thing called racism. I said to Dad, I don't want to be here. And all these kids riding around on push bikes, never seen a push bike in my life. First Aboriginal family to move off Fram into town. And I remember the day we did, the dog, the cats, everything came to town. And we pulled up in this old fallen down truck. It was like the hillbillies. And the whole town came out onto their nature strips to watch his family move into the house. And the local paper was there, and it was in the paper. So, yeah, having been confronted with that, I wanted to turn around and run, and I rebelled in a lot of ways growing up a little bit later than that, because I found it really hard and struggled with it, as a lot of kids do, and I did back then. But I battled through it, got through it, and finished that part of school, went to high school for a few years, same thing, and then I got in a little bit of strife along the way and ended up in the youth training centres. I was playing the guitar at this time, and I found my way through it by just playing the guitar. Been in a strange place and been in a horrible place. I found comfort in playing music. So I came home, and must have been about 15 years of age, and this job came up at the Nestles factory in Dennington, just up the road here. And you had to be 16 to get in there. So I put my age up. And I snuck across the line. I've got the job full time. They said, oh, we've never had a worker like this. So I was really blessed. I found a good, stable place to be, and I was making a few bob and able to take some money home to Mum and Dad. I was writing a lot of songs, and I ran into Shane Howard from the Goanna Band one day. I was playing a gig at the Co-op, Koori, probably must have been about 97, 98. And because I bought the album out in 98 and Shane produced it, so we recorded Koori Land, and it went off to win Album of the Year through Australian Music Rich Award and Song of the Year. So that was pretty special. So it was good. He encouraged me to get in the studio. We found some money through a grant, and we got in there and we did the album, and it was a really good journey, learning and how to put songs together and how to arrange and craft them into making them good stories. It's been an amazing journey, and it's led me all across the country. Met some amazing people. The career sort of took off a bit. I was travelling, found myself travelling all over the country. And gigs were popping up and festivals, and we were so busy, and I was writing a lot of new stuff. And it was just so much fun going all over Australia. And some of those moments that you carry with you forever. It's touching to see that people are out there listening to your messages. Songs are powerful. It's incredible. So that's the song I was telling you about when I moved off Fran, the first family to move into town, and I got that job at Nestles, working. This song's about that, and it's called This Town. This town will always bring you back. I was born and raised in this little town, a little place on the back block in quite old neighborhood. Lean on a fence and ever young. Those folks round here were good, with a few gum trees in our backyard and a river down that track. This town will always bring me back. This town will always bring me back. This town will always bring me back. Dropped out of school, got a job in an old factory. Little wage I made, I gave my family. Mom and Dad never had much, and I gave all that I could. Look up there, high on that wall, and see my old dad's hat. 'Cause this town will always bring me back. This town will always bring me back. This town will always bring me back. And how many times did I try to leave this town behind? Everything I've been searching for has been here all the time. This town will always bring me back. This town will always bring me back. This town has been so good to me, yeah. Found me a wife, we built our house, raised our family. Come too far to turn back now. Guess I'll don my old dad's hat and hit that river down that track. I'm going fishing. This town will always bring me back. Probably catch nothing. Who cares? This town will always bring me back. This town will always bring me back. There you go.